keep it moving here, fellas. It was a good night for the Warriors, who got the win, taking down the Thunder by double digits. And after a 51-day absence, Andrew Wiggins telling reporters he should be back as Golden State makes their playoff push. Wiggins receiving a standing ovation from elated fans. The Warriors' win last night was a huge, giving them a half-game edge over both the Clippers and Lakers in the race for the 5th seed. The winner of that 5th seed, however, will most likely be playing the Phoenix Suns, who are 7-0 when KD is in the lineup. All right, Doug, what would be the toughest first-round matchup for the Suns?
That's a very good question. You could say Lakers because of LeBron and Anthony Davis. Or you could say, obviously, Golden State because of their pedigree. Wiggins is back, and they're the defending champs. I'll say because the Lakers, I can't trust their health. I can't trust them. Davis could get hurt in 5 seconds. We all know it. And LeBron with the foot. I'll say Golden State is. I'm going to assume, as you just said, that Wiggins is going to be back. They have won, obviously, 4 titles. They won last year. They got plenty of firepower. I don't think they're afraid of Phoenix by any stretch of the imagination. I think there'd be a little more pressure on Durant against Golden State than there would be with the Lakers since he left Golden State. So I think that's a factor in a series like that. So if I was a Suns fan, now again it's splitting hairs. If I'm a Suns fan, I'd say, you know what? It's not easy. Give me the Lakers. Give me LeBron. Give me Davis. I beat him 2 years ago. Maybe Davis gets hurt. He's not 100%. I don't want to look at Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Draymond Green. I don't want to look at them. Give me the Lakers in the first round. So I would say Golden State stopper for Phoenix. Stevie?
All right, Tim.
A dog is right about the fact that this is splitting hairs. You can go either direction, and I'm going to make an argument for the Lakers. I think actually that would be a worse matchup for Phoenix because I think if you get Golden State, and I know Wiggins is coming back, but you got to remember, look at the amount of time he's missed. What's his stamina going to be? How many minutes is he going to be able to play? Can he stay out of foul trouble? He makes an enormous difference defensively, but it's still been a horrible defensive team all season. And that means if you're playing Phoenix, that's a shootout series. And I just don't see Golden State being able to stop that team. Phoenix with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker going at the same time, that's a team that could put up 125, 130 points a game in a series against Golden State. So in a shootout up and down that's match buckets type of series, I like Phoenix. And that's what Golden State would represent to me because they just haven't been very good defensively all year. The Lakers represent a different type of way that they're going to have to play because they can slow the game down and control it physically with AD in the post, with LeBron James in the post. And look, LeBron James has shown us he is still a great closer. And if you have a situation where you got one possession games and LeBron James is on the floor and the way that he will control the game physically without a great matchup on the part of Phoenix to defend him, he can now pick you apart with his passing, or he can choose to get to the line or beat you up by slowing it down, backing you down, getting the shots that he wants. So you still trust him in those big moments. And then Anthony Davis, you guys have both said it. When he's on his game and he's right, this is a top 5 talent in the NBA. If they're both healthy, I just think the style and the fact that they've been hot for a month and a half at that point, that could represent more of a challenge to the Phoenix Suns than Golden State would.
I don't oppose that argument on its face. When I think about the Lakers and you bring up pace of play and how they'll slow it down, they'll get physical with you. Obviously, Anthony Davis and LeBron James can do their thing. We get all of that. I understand it. And also the Lakers have been a top defensive team since Russell Westbrook departed on February 7th, if I remember correctly. So you've got that going for you. I get all of that. But I think even though I agree with Doggy about it being Golden State, I can't believe neither of you have picked up this point. You see what we have, and remember, I want to preface my comment by saying that when healthy, I believe Kevin Durant is the best on the planet. There's nobody I want more than Kevin Durant, and that includes Giannis because of the Kevin Durant's perimeter play, his mid-range game, his free throw shooting, all of those kind of things. I just think he's that dude. Having said all of that, we've talked on occasion, sensitivities, sensibilities, some of the articles, some of the quotes, the back and forth between him and Charles Barkley, et cetera, et cetera. How in the hell, Tim Legler, do you not bring up the fact that Kevin Durant would be going against the Golden State Warriors? And potentially, psychologically, that can be a lot. This is the team you left. You left Oklahoma City to go to Golden State. You swore that you just wanted to go someplace because you wanted to elevate your level of play and you wanted to play basketball the right way. And you were rewarded with back-to-back NBA championships. You led. You were the best player on that team, even with the great Steph Curry. Back-to-back championships, back-to-back NBA Finals appearances. NBA Finals MVP, 3 consecutive NBA Finals appearances. And if Kevin Durant isn't hurt, they would have three-peated because there's no way in hell the Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard would have beaten the Golden State Warriors if Kevin Durant had not gotten injured, even though Klay got hurt too. You leave. And what I said was, no matter what anybody says, this is how it's going to be looked upon. You left Steph Curry to go join Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. That didn't work out for you. Now you're in Phoenix, okay? You go against the Golden State Warriors, a team you left. Same personnel. Steph is still there. Klay is still there. Draymond's still there. Hell, Kevon Looney is still there. This is the team that you had there. And you go against them in a first-round series. I don't care what anybody says. There is no one in the NBA, once the playoffs begins, that will have more pressure on them than Kevin Durant if the series is him against Golden State. Nobody. I don't care what anybody said. I don't want that damn headache. I'd rather go against LeBron. and I got DeAndre Ayton. I got Devin Booker. I got the point guard that is CP3. Okay? I'd much rather go against the Lakers and LeBron James and Anthony Davis than I would having to go against Golden State. Can't find Steph Curry. He moving around all over the place, launching from 40, Klay pulling up from 35. I mean, damn. I don't want to deal with that if I'm Kevin Durant. I don't.
I agree with him. And by the way, can you
listen,
start
you
with the
can't
point
say
guard?
on one hand he's that dude and then also say he's going to be affected by that, Stephen A. That's the only thing.
No.
I think Kevin Durant
I'm not saying
lights
he's going
them up.
he's
going to be so
I'm not saying he's going
motivated
to.
in a series
I'm saying,
like
what
that.
do you want? No, Tim, I'm not saying I think he'll overcome it no matter what. What I'm saying to you, Tim, based on the personality that we see from him, what's the bigger headache? That's what I'm saying. What's the bigger headache going into the postseason? That's my point. I think he'll handle it because he is that dude. But what's the bigger headache? What requires the most Tylenol? For him, I think it would be Golden State.
Bid for MVP, dropping a cool 52 points and 13 rebounds, and the NBA scoring leader carried Philadelphia to a 103-101 win over the Celtics on Tuesday night. Embiid made 20 of 25 shots from the floor and 12 of 13 free throws en route to his 9th game of the season with at least 30 points in 10 rebounds. Embiid joined Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain as the only NBA centers with 3 50-point games in a season. Here's his coach, Doc Rivers, with the ultimate compliment.
The MVP race is over. I'm really, like tonight, we couldn't make shots. We had guys making shots, with open shots. The man just scored half our points in the NBA game. And I'm biased, but the MVP race is over.
The East looks to be rounding into form as all 10 teams on your screen have locked in their tickets into the postseason. The Knicks clinched the 5 seed and will take on the Cavs in the first round, who are locked in at 4. Milwaukee can clinch the 1 seed with a win tonight, while Philly inches to 2 games behind Boston with 3 games left in the season. Tim Legler is back here with us. Legs, you're up first, sir. Is there more pressure on Joel Embiid now or Jayson Tatum to utilize this window and win a title?
I'm going to say Jayson Tatum for a variety of reasons. I think first of all, what creates pressure? Team expectations, I think, create a ton of pressure. Individual expectations, and then also past performance. Those are the things that create pressure. And when I look at Philadelphia and Joel Embiid, nobody is going to think Philadelphia is going to get out of the Eastern Conference. We can say that they can give those teams a tough series and they deserve to be in the mix and it's a 3-team race, and all that's true. But the truth is, nobody is going to actually pick Philadelphia to beat Milwaukee or to beat Boston. So right off the bat, there's less pressure on Joel Embiid than there is on Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum went to the finals a year ago. A lot of people are thinking Boston is the best team in the NBA. They might even be the favorite in a lot of people's books to win it, despite the fact that Milwaukee has a better record in the East. Either way, they're on a very short list of teams that you expect to be able to host a parade when this is all said and done. So the pressure is greater right there for Jayson Tatum. Next, you look at the past performance. Jayson Tatum did not play well in the NBA Finals. He got outplayed not only by Steph Curry, you could make an argument he got outplayed by Andrew Wiggins, because Wiggins was the guy primarily guarding him. Wiggins almost matched him scoring in that series, gave him 9 boards a game, and then his defensive contributions in limiting Tatum and frustrating Tatum played a big part in why they were able to win that series. So Tatum is coming off of that. So you've got the past kind of hanging over him a little bit in a bell that he's going to have to answer. And then here's the final component. If Boston doesn't win an NBA championship, I guarantee you we're going to be talking about Jayson Tatum. If Philadelphia doesn't win a championship, or they get knocked out in the second round or the first round or wherever their season comes to an end, there's a very good chance we're talking about James Harden.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.